Dragon Rulers! Brand new Dragon Rulers. There's a reason these things went to 3, and they're hopefully going to be good. And they've been brought back for a reason, because we're getting a whole new ass wave of support for the Dragon Rulers. Now, Dragon Rulers, I think, are still card quality-wise decent cards. They do suffer from the fact that they are 1 effect per turn: the Special Summon, the Banish, and the Search. Which is obviously, good for 2013 standards. They're very good at making rank 7s. The problem is that they don't really have any rank 7s that they can go on to that actually meaningfully advance their game state, unless you want to play some janky Tomahawk deck. So hopefully this new support actually gives this deck a bit of a win condition. Let's see what it is. So we've got a new baby ruler. I think all the Dragon Rulers are at 3 and 3 now. Big baby and daddy. That's an old 2013 term. I know that's going to be really creepy. But the baby rulers and the daddy rulers, everything's at 3 copies each. So throw these in as well. And we have light and dark rulers. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So they made a light and dark baby ruler, but they didn't make a light and dark daddy ruler. Interesting. So you're telling me that we could get even more support. Good god. All right, we've got Spectre, Dragon Ruler of Rays. Oh my god, I love Sunshine. Level 2 Light Dargon, 6/1. You can only use the first and second of this card's name per turn, only once that. So you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name. Discard this and 1 other light or dragon. Cost, add 2 Dragon Rulers from deck to hand. Good lord. This is just Rota. Now, adding 2 cards from deck to hand sounds crazy. The problem is that it's a cost to discard itself and another monster. So 1 Ash Blossom kind of, that's kind of rough. But admittedly, all the Dragon Rulers have grave effects, so it's not too bad. But a themed pen call must be decent, so that can't be horrible. What's the grave effect of this? You can banish this and 1 other light or Dargon. Target a Chasmatis Dragon Ruler of Auroras in your graveyard and special summon it. So I assume that's this guy. Oh, it's not. Who's Chasmatis? I guess we'll find out. All right, so you can discard, add 2 copies, then you can add the other one, banish itself, and then bring back the other guy. So far, so good. Nebulous, Dragon Ruler of Shadows. Level 2, Dark Dargon, 10-6. Reverse stats of each other. I think all the baby rulers thematically all add to 16. I know the Dragon Ruler stats, the daddies, the OG ones, if you add them together, they all make the same number. Fun fact. You can only use 1 of the first and second effects per turn. You can use 1 of the first. Yeah, okay, so it is 1 effect per turn, sure. On theme with Dragon Rulers. You can discard this and 1 other Dark or Dragon. Target 2 of your banished Dragon Rulers with this different attributes. Special summon them, but they cannot attack this turn. That's pretty insane. That's pretty ridiculous. That gives the Dragon Rulers a ton of grind game. Because you banish them, banish, get 2 searches, activate this, discard, bring them back, put them back in the graveyard for the next turn. This is unbelievable amount of grind game for the Dragon Rulers. The problem, again, I think Dragon Rulers are, even now, today, still kind of okay grind cards. They just don't really facilitate anything. They don't get you anywhere. So hopefully these new Xyz monsters will do something. Banish this and 1 of the Dark or Dargon, target a Eclipses of Woes and special summon it. All right, well, this is the important part. Do these generic 7 Dragon Ruler cards get you somewhere? 2 level 7 Dargons, 30-16. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Quick effect. Send a level 7 Dragon Ruler from deck to grave and detach mirror from this. Cost? Konami, what did we say about sending cards from deck to grave for cost? Konami? What did we say about sending cards for cost, huh? From deck, by the way. Quick effect, by the way, as well. So you can use this on your opponent's turn to just fish out lots of Dragon Rulers. These aren't quick effects, are they? In the grave? No. All right. This effect becomes that sent monster's effect that activates by discarding itself. Okay. I feel like the only good one, the only Dragon Ruler that's actually good to use that effect on is Blaster. I don't really know what other Dragon Ruler you can use as a quick effect that actually has interruption. A Pop, a Reborn, and a Foolish. So the Foolish, I think, is Foolish a dragon. So Foolishing a dragon on your opponent's turn. And then bring back a barrier statue. Amazing. Fun shit. Titles of Beatrice. Oh, it's any... Okay. I'm really sad that they have essentially designed... They are giving dragon rulers a Beatrice. It's like they don't learn anything. It's like this company doesn't learn anything. If this card is destroyed by battle, or this card its owner's possession destroyed by an opponent's card effect, special level 7 dragon ruler from grave or banishment. Alright, this card is absolutely fucking insane. I mean, what is there to say? The most generic deck at making 7s, Dragon Rulers, now has a, like, themed Beatrice. Yeah, it even floats like Beatrice. It's just Beatrice. It's just Dragon Beatrice. Alright, cool. Awesome. Good job, Konami. They just don't know how to, like, make cards. They generally just don't know how to make cards. This card is epic because you have to play Stinky Rulers. I guess you're not wrong. Some Dragon Ruler reprints in some, like, quarter century Stampede or whatever the next one is, right? That'll look beautiful. Alright, so we've got Eclipses here. Level 7 Dark Dargon. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. So this one is Xyz summon that targets level 4 lower Dragon Ruler in the grave or banishment. Special level or rank 7 Dragon Ruler monster mentioned on it from your deck or banishment. Then shuffle that target into the deck. So on summon, it basically just tutors a Dragon Ruler from your deck. Okay. So just extending. So you probably make this one first into this one. When your opponent activates a spell, trap, or effect, detach to negate and ban. Quick effect negate. Say the line, Bart Simpson. Say the line. Quick effect negate. Sure. Sure. It's effects as well, not just activations. So that's a very important distinction because it means you can also use it to negate and banish cards in the grave. So it can stop things like rollback. Not that that's like a dominant card right now, but it's nice to know. Oh, there's a third one. I thought there was only a light and dark. Okay, what is this one? Disaster, Dragon Ruler of Paranormalities. Don't get me wrong, these are very cool cards. Aesthetically and lore-wise, like, these are beautiful. You can only use the first effect of this name once per turn. Again, this one's completely generic. If this is Xyz summon, target up to 4 level 7 Dragon Ruler monsters in your graveyard and or banishment. Attach them as material, then banish all monsters your opponent controls and in their grave with the same attributes as the monsters attached to this card. Wow. So, okay. We read them at materials again? Oh, 2 rank 7 monsters. Oh, that's not hard. You just make, just 2 of these. Like, that's part of your normal combo. It's just 2 of these. Oh my god. That is disgusting. Wow. Infinite grind game for Dragon Rulers now. So much searching and plussing, and then you just reattach them and do it all again next turn. Like, this deck does not run out of resources, literally. Banish all monster opponents controls. Oh, grave as well! Oh my god. If this card has all of the attribute Dragon Rulers as material, it gains 46 attack and defense as unaffected. My god. How do we out a 4600 unaffected monster? You have to punch it, basically. That's it. What a fucking crazy card. What an unbelievable card. That's amazing. Chat, if you're letting your opponent make a link 4 access code talker after you've resolved 4 Dragon Rulers, it means you have, like, gone to the toilet and you've toggled off. Do you understand? There isn't, like... Like, you're naming, like, access code. Yeah, okay, cool. Make a link for through disruption. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I don't know if this is going to be, like, meta, though. It's still Dragon Rulers, admittedly. It is still Dragon Rulers. I think this will be really good if you mix in some good modern Dragon cards. But I just don't know, man. It has a lot of potential. The Dragon Ruler engine is massive, remember. I think if you play all the Dragon Ruler cards, it's literally like 27 total cards. What is it? It's just 4 attributes at a playset, plus the babies and the daddies together. It's just 8 times 3, which is math 24. 24 total cards if you want to play all of them, plus the new ones. You know, like having space for this shit. I don't know. Maybe you don't play all of them. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. What a boss monster. All right, let's read the spell card. Look at that artwork. Drago Calamity is a quick play spell. You can only use one of the first and second effects of this name once per turn. Special a Dragon Ruler for Handgraver Banishment, and immediately after its resolve, summon a dragon. Okay. Wow. So make this on your opponent's turn. Jesus. During your main phase, banish this and target any number of banished Dragon Rulers with different graves. And okay, and it just has a bonus, like, for free, return from the different dimension. Not return. Burial from a different dimension effect. Now, one problem with this card, I don't think you can search it. So that's a bit of a small problem. And this card is kind of garbage unless you can search it, because it's like basically a brick. You want to be able to get to this because it doesn't do anything by itself. That's the thing. It just by itself, it doesn't do much. It's decent. I'd probably play 1, but yeah, the other ones are crazy. It can be an extender. I don't really know if extender is the problem with Dragon Rulers. Dragon Rulers are very good at sticking bodies onto the field. The problem is, like, the bodies didn't do anything. Now they do things. Now Dragon Rulers do things. They make this to extend into this, to set up into a spell and trap negate, to then go into this potentially, to banish everything. Like, holy. Take a look at some combos then. All right, here we go. New Dragon Ruler combos. I found this on the Twitter. So caveat, you know, with a pinch of salt here, because it's Twitter and it might suck. But let's see what we're doing with Dragon Rulers. So this is just like, oh god, Pedro. So a discard, 2 discards, 5-card combo. Awesome. It's a Dragon Ruler deck. Okay, they need discards. All right, what are we doing here? We're mixing in some Tenpais because they're good extenders. All right, we're gonna go discard on the Sangan summoning. Special Genroko sink into the 7 for Dragon Ravine. Send Blaster. Discarding a dragon and the new light monster to add 2 Dragon Rulers. Idle, banishing 2 cards to summon itself. Blaster searches Fadra. Ancient Fairy summon the Fadra, bring back the Pedra to overlay into Torpedo. This is garbage. This is ass. This is ass. Like, having to play these cards, this is dog shit. But hey, let's check it out. Nash Knight into the new guy to Foolish to add the new Dark Baby Ruler. Banish to bring back Tidal. Discard this to revive the 2 banished. That is like the broken card effect of this thing, is banishing the Dragon Rulers. And returning the Dragon Rulers. Wait a second. I think Armored Exee is actually good here. Doesn't this Armored Exee make the new guy? I don't think so, right? Oh, it does. Okay, maybe that's good. Oh, it's just any Exee summon. If Exee monsters field, when these actors resolves, Exee summon Exee using monsters you control. You can just go into this. You don't need to play this thing because it's searchable. We found a different card to search. We can search the Armored Exee trap to make this on the opponent's turn. Spell and trap negate. Beatrice. Seals. By the way, this person hasn't shown the follow up to this. This is crazy because the seals can go into like the Archlord Christia for dragons. What's his name? Amorphage Sloth. This is a spell trap negate. This rank up puts these together and ranks up into the rank 7, fucking Nutbuster Dragon, which banishes all cards and brings back everything, reattaches everything from banish. Like, that is absurd. This is really good. There's not even that many bricks in this combo, to be honest with you. Now, admittedly, it's like a 5-card hand. It's generic in the sense that it's, you know, dragons. You just need dragons. Does anyone have any other combos? Because I have seen them crawling around Twitter a little bit. But yeah. Well, you guys, like, maybe have some links to other combos. Let's see what people's thoughts on these are. Because these are so fucking good! Oh, it's just playing again. Thank you. Dora is full combo. Yeah, the Tenpais are really nice because they make Ancient Fairy. Did you miss him? Not everything needs to cover all attributes, but Kak wins in the end every time. Me when I do Kaka. Red Eye's about to cook between Metamorph, Primite, and Dragon Ruler support. Red Eyes won't substitute Primite, a consistent, powerful, relatively small engine for this crap. Crap? Say the line, Konami. Kept you waiting, huh? Several early Zexal era Xyz themes got mod and support. Era Evil, Fire King, Merlantian. Nice word. Never heard anyone call it Merlantian until now. I've seen, like, some Dragon Ruler, Dragonmaid stuff. I think this is the Dragonmaid version, so here we go. We've got 2 of the light to add the 2 Dragon Rulers. We're going to go Tempest Special Summon. Searching Genroko with the Blaster. Genroko being fire is really good. Trip the Genroko for the Pedra, for Sangan Kaimen, for Chundra. Special Summon the Chundra. That's a 7 play here. Synchro into Biden. Bring back Foolish Burial the Tidal. And the Boulder, Redox. Banish 2 dragons, bring back Tidal, add Parlor, searches off of Tempest. Parlor dump Lorepar, contact into Latris, special summon Chamber out the deck, get Tidying, link into Seals, banish to bring back the Dragon Rule, make the spell and trap negate, and recycle or perform a fusion summon from the banishment during your opponent's standby phase for Chug, and Chamber Dragonmaid gets you follow-up. There's 2-card combo here, by the way, featuring the Dragon Rulers. Featuring the Dragonmaids. So that's actually pretty sick. This one might be a little bit better than the other one. 1.5 card combo, actually. You just need the light Dragon Ruler and a... Nah, I don't know. I'd call that a 2-card combo. It specifically needs a dragon discard, I think, right? So yeah, you do need it needs to specifically be a dragon or light. So I wouldn't call that a 1.5 card combo. How about 1.75? Should we compromise 1.75? How does that sound? You need only dragons. You play only dragons though. Yeah, but what if your hand is all spells or hand traps? It's not really just a generic discard. You know, it's important to distinguish. Anyway, semantics aside, that's very cool. Spectre plus any dragon. All right, what else we got here? Isn't this the one we literally just watched? Yeah, okay, alright. Twitch chat is attention span of Farfa, I suppose, just like their streamer. When are we getting new Venom, Umbral Horror, and Goki support? Yeah, okay, wait in line, buddy. Burning Abyss is next. Oh no, a generic rank 7 that can dump any monster. Gee, I wonder if they learned their lesson. Is the attach effect only for 7s, or is it level and rank 7s? Because otherwise, how do you get the Towers effect? By using the Light and Dark Dragon 7s. The Light and Dark Dragon, you quick exceed them using the Torpedo Trap card. They reattach the Elemental Dragons from Banishment and Grave, because you've tutored all of them as part of the combo. So you have Light, Dark, Water, Earth, Fire, Wind. And this guy becomes a 46 towers that's unaffected by card effects, so they can't negate this when you set up that combo. And it banishes all of their monsters. Very, very insane. Very, very insane. This looks so hype! I love dragons, man. I love dragons. Hopefully this becomes a meta deck. I still don't know if it's a meta deck. It looks really fragile. My only concern is that this looks really fragile. I feel like one Ash Blossom on the Light Dragon hand effect is, like, pretty rough. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we get some cooks. Because this looks so fucking fun, and I love Dragon Rulers. Endymion, the Crescent of Magistus, which might potentially make this deck top tier, because I know that a lot of the support that they got 2 weeks ago that was revealed was very solid, and the new boss monster is incredible. And here's a Link 1 monster. Link 1 monsters tend to be very broken. So, oh, wait, no, it's a little sneaky arrow over there. I didn't see it. Yeah, it's a Link 2. Never mind. Okay, maybe it isn't broken. Endymion, the Crescent of Magistus, is a Link 2, left, bottom, right, 2 monsters, including a level 4 spellcaster. Level 4 specifically, not level 4 lower, which includes Alistair. Or Witchcrafter, so there's some genericness to it as well. You can only use the first and second effect of this card name per turn, only once that turn. If this is Link, summon target Magistus you control. I assume she can target herself. Equip a spellcaster monster from grave or banishment to it. And during the main phase quick effect, target a spellcaster monster in your spell and trap zone, treat it as an equip, and return it to the hand. Yeah, that's going to require some more in-depth knowledge of Magistus monsters to know if this is good or not. I have genuinely no clue if this is actually good. White Forest Magistus. What is there White Forest Magistus synergies here? Is it good? Yeah, I generally have no clue if this is good or not. It doesn't sound like it does that much, but you never know. So I don't really have too much to say about this, unfortunately. I do know Skull Servants, however. So let's talk about the new Skull Servants. We got more white boys. One more the white. Moisa White? Moist White? Charlie reference? What is this name? What is one more the white? Hello? Can we spell? Anyway, it's a level 1 dark zombie, 300-200 with the Skull Servant names. It has the name Skull Servant when it's in the grave. You can use the second effect once per turn, though. Normal or specialed, which I think is really good because this deck doesn't actually have a good normal summon. Add a Skull Servant, or a card that mentions it from your deck except itself, and you can't spell it as turn except zombies. I like the restriction on this to make it not generic. So, hopefully it's pretty good, though. During your main phase, normal level 4 lower zombie in addition to your normal or set. Okay. Extra normal summon of any zombies, pretty cool. So, I mean, maybe you still play the zombie vampire, I think. What is it called? There's like a zombie that just normal summon mill a zombie. Unicorn, not unicorn, what am I saying? Unizombie is okay. I don't know if you play Uni. I think it's Samurai Zombie, Skull Samurai. That one's pretty good. Or Gozuki, maybe you play that still. But yeah, decent card. Searcher and extra normal. So, yeah, this is definitely just going to be an auto-include. White Master. Great name. Awesome. Love that. 2 cards? Okay, 2 cards, and he's called White Master. If your King of the Skull Servants attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing. Yeah, one of the hardest things about Skull Servant is that if you put something in defense position, the entire combo folds. Not really. I mean, you can still out things, but piercing makes it a little bit easier. It needs to do a little bit more than pierce to make this playable, however. Target a Skull Servant or King of the Skull Servant in your grave. You can send a Skull Servant monster that mentions it from deck to grave, and then special. The target can special turn except zombies. So basically, it targets any Skull Servant because they all have Skull Servant in the name. So you can bring back anything, and then just mill another guy. And then you can mill the thing that triggers to mill more, which includes a name that mentions it. So I believe you should be able to mill White Baking. I think that's the really broken one you want to send. It's also a soft once per turn, so you can play multiples of these, which is really good. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to play multiples, surely. Needs a little bit of setup because you have to get something in your grave first. But the good thing is that all the Skull Servants are very tiny, level 1, and small. So you can just link them off for Mirage. You can link them off for Karibo, in Masdo anyway, when it eventually comes there. Or Anima. So you just stick them in the grave, and then you start milling. So very solid support. I saw some people were complaining about the lack of creativity with these things, or whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry, these cards are very cool. It's Skull Servant. Skull Servant is a deck that me hit big and hard. That's what the deck's win condition is. It's always been that way. Don't be something you aren't, okay? It's like trying to make, like, Amazonas into a pendulum deck or something, like they've done with other archetypes and stuff. Like Melodious, for example. Like, why are they pendulum cards? They're good, don't get me wrong, but it's like, be who you are. Anyway. Oh my. First white references as an archetype and now specific monster. What's next? White-headed dragon fusion monster. A white dragon? Skeletor lives. They really want to make sure you're locked. White Boy Winter officially begins. Still waiting for Konami to give Whites a fusion spell that substitutes a zombie for one of the materials as long as the other monster is a Skull Servant. What a very specific request. So is this the preview of the month? Obligatory Rata memed into existence here. How did y'all miss this by a little over a month? Could have revealed it during Halloween. That said, this is obviously good for Skull Servants. High bar, I know. Like, even generically, this could see some use in other zombie decks. Unexpected. I expected a Storm Rider or Armatos, Legio, or some other at Ignister. I don't know what you're complaining about. Continuous spell should have given protection to King, otherwise it's too vulnerable. Well, Lady gives King protection already. Makes it a literal towers. I suppose no one really wants to play Lady, though, because she's a bit shitty to draw. No offense, Lady. Weren't this had worked better for Supreme Darkness, since that set came out in October, which would have suited for Halloween. Just like that, one of my favorite decks gets 2 more pieces of the puzzle. Still waiting on White Queen and maybe some extra deck love, but this is fantastic and makes 1-for-1 even stronger in the deck. Plus that piercing damage, the continuous spell makes the King punch even better. Oh, my fellow Bone Boys, we eating good next year. The Femur Felon finally gets the respect he deserves. Wow. Is the Skull Servant community the most creative community? The Bone Boys and the Femur Felon? That's insane. What a fucking name. Alright, anyway. I'm still waiting for someone to link me. Oh, no, I did get a video. Never mind. So, these cards are crazy. First of all, we finally get the dragon form of Chamber. But we still don't get Burning Abyss support. So a new archetype has been released with support made for it in the time that Burning Abyss has been around. So, you know, eventually we'll get that. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So we got Dragonmaid Stern, level 9, 2818. You can only use the first and third effect once per turn. Discard this and special a Dragonmaid from grave or banishment. Absolutely ridiculous card. Just an extender, a revival, and obviously you can tag into it because it's one of the bigger Dragonmaids, I assume. Absolutely fantastic. Great card. Dragon fusions can be destroyed by card effects. At the end of the battle, return this to the hand, special level 4 Dragonmaid from your hand. So just a extender for the deck. Only Chamber can tag into it. Oh, is it because it's too high level? I assume that'll be why, right? Because the other ones probably all say level 8 or lower. Or level 8. Oh. I mean, that's still fine. You're not, like, really relying too much on the tagging ability of this. It's definitely the hand effect that makes this thing crazy. But yeah, still super solid. This, however, Dragonmaid Lattice, or Ladies Dragonmaid. Level 8 Dragon Fusion, 2030. 2 dragons with the same attribute but different levels must first be specialed from your extra deck by banishing 1 each of the above cards from your field and grave. Now, I don't know if this is a mistranslation or typo, but this is very important. By banishing 1 each of the above from field and grave. So, they made a contact fusion, but it doesn't work exactly like Nochi Drago, which would be kind of broken, but I know, I would like that. So, it is specifically the field and the graveyard, which is a little bit awkward, but, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, there's no restriction on summoning it multiple times a turn, I suppose, but yeah. You can only use it for a second for this name once each per turn. It's still pretty easy to summon. If this is special, it's special level 4 low Dragonmaid from your deck. I mean, that is just unbelievable, right? Like, it's fairly easy to get to, you know? Just normal summon a guy. They probably imperm Kitchen or your normal summon. Activate this after you link it off. Revive it back to the field. Contact fuse into this. Activate this. Revive back summon from the deck. So good. It's so good. During the standby, fusion a dragon fusion from the extra by shuffling materials from your field or banishment. And look at that. It just makes Shu in the standby phase. And then Shu triggers in the standby phase to... It's literal card printer deck. It's so good. Yeah, you still need the same attribute, admittedly. So, you know, you will always be playing 3 Chamber as an example, but it's still super, super strong. Any good dragon fusions? Yeah, Shu. What do you mean, any good dragon fusions? The literal negate. And summoning from deck is so good. Oh my god, this card is bazinga! Furious Dragon. You can also make Disruption with Furious Dragon as well. If you hard draw the fusion, you can hard fuse into Shu. And you can also make Furious. So, let's see some combos. This is just a YouTube combo. Might not be good or not, but we'll see. So we go Chamber, add... Was that Downtime, I think? Revive the Chamber. Dump the Dark. Contact into Lattice. Summon Parlor from the deck. Parlor, send Tidying. And then you pass on Seals. It looks so underwhelming. It really looks so unassuming. Like, it's just like a vanilla, basically, and Seals. Off of a one-card combo. But it really is so much. Because now you go to the standby phase, you activate Lattice, you contact use your banishment into Shu, and then Shu triggers in the standby phase to get Parlor, and then Parlor triggers to dump a name. And now you just have, and from one card combo, you have a negate, you have a bounce, you have protection, and potentially with the Parlor, you have a tag out or follow up if you dump the Tidying. Like, it's not a crazy wombo combo deck that ends on 50 negates, but it's a great, awesome control style deck. You know, you have a bunch of hand traps in your hand, maybe a backer or something. Oh yeah, you still already have the Tidying Grave because we didn't use it. So like it's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's beautiful. The only thing I don't like is that you have to play Downtime. I think that card is kind of dog shit, but I think it's fine because it's good now because of the new fusion. Like, it makes it good. So it's, like, not even bad anymore. It's, like, it's a good card now. Hospitality, sorry. Yeah. Oh, and then you can summon Sloth from your deck with Hieratic Seals. Awesome. You can also floodgate your opponent if you want to. You have to play Dragonmaid cards in your deck? Well, you say that like it's a bad thing. Anyway. Dragonmaid is probably one of a top 5 deck for me in terms of favorites. I never really got a chance to play it in real life, but I did play a lot of it in Master Duel. I love this deck. I think the support is incredibly good, super solid, and as long as we don't end up with some bullshit, you know, Snake Eye 2 in 2025, where the deck is like one of the most powerful broken decks ever made, this deck could actually see some competitive viability. Now, I don't think it's in Suda. What set is this in? I think we're probably getting this one around May, because I think it's, what is it, the Decks of Justice or some Wings of Justice structure, not structure, it's like a deck build pack or something. Oh, is it Alliance Insight? Oh, that's the set we're getting BA cards in. Awesome. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. That's the new cards.